Hands, are we the baddies?
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to a very sleepy Bob plays Battletech, Roguetech. Tonight we are doing more war crimes and CBills in our quest to try and find some clan ERP PCs. We're going to go beat up on some people and take their stuff, because that's what we do. It's been a long day. I've actually had a lot of long days. Sorry I haven't been streaming that much. I wanted to play Ultimate Anvil Dreadnoughts tonight, but I'm just so tired. I can't think that well, and so I better do something that doesn't require as much thinking. So that's kind of what we're going to be doing tonight. So hope you guys hang out, enjoy the show, and I'm going to hop on Discord, and I'll see you guys in the game. So let's get to it. Hope everybody's having a good week, surviving the snowpocalypse that a lot of us have been dealing with. We're gonna thinking of doing something like this. This looks kind of easy. Just a battle. We're gonna go up against some Word of Blake guys. They have good stuff to take. This one here, that's local government. They're not gonna have as good loot. So, and planetary. No, I mean, fighting the Word of Blake, these guys are going to have the best loot, I think. So we're going to go for this. I'm going to go for money, or for salvage, not worry about the money that much. At some point, our funds are getting kind of low. We're going to have to start worrying about some money. But let's see what we got for now. So we got our kind of our standard loadout here with our main group. Extra guys. This whammy lamb has been running really hot. I don't know what I think about him. I don't really like him that much, to be honest. I mean, I need to rebuild it. Probably better to put him in this one here. And this this AMS thing, or this Arrow 4 thing, this is just not. It's just not. That dog won't hunt. So I could. I could swap it out for another vehicle. Get like this hunter or something, which is solid. This Hetzer 2 Lerm 15s doesn't have any clamps for people to lock onto. Where'd my helicopter go? Oh, there it is. It doesn't really... I could use this for spotting and scouting and stuff. It's not bad. Honestly, I could just grab this thing. It's not very... I mean, it's got a lot of armor. It's fast. I can put somebody inside. I think we're gonna do that. Let's go put you, and you're gonna have Geezer there instead, and you you're gonna go hang out here. Rhino battle armor, you're gonna go in there, because this guy doesn't have mag locks or anything, but we can have this chick, and which is the PPC one? It's I can mount Omni units, and can mount any unit. That's the one with the PPC, so we're going to do that. There we go. We have a lot of firepower for what we're doing, and probably more than we need, but this will be alright. Let's do this. I wish I could do some sort of Omni something on this guy. Decker's a crazy motherfucker. Alright, well here we go. We're going to do a nice, easy stream. I'm not going to play too hard tonight because I'm super tired, but I just want to do something. Just kind of hang out. And then I'm going to go to bed so I can wake up early and do more work tomorrow, because that's what it means to be an adult, to get your stuff done. So I'll play for 1 cup of tea. When my tea is gone, I'm going to bed. Hope everybody's doing well. Kind of our little escape from reality because the world's being stupid right now. Anyway. You know, don't lose hope. Keep getting through things one day at a time. Take life one step at a time. Just keep moving forward and you'll eventually get to where you want to go. Just like stacking compelling bodies. You just keep on taking out those compellins one at a time, and eventually... Actually, you probably never run out of compellins to take out, but... Keep earning them CBills one at a time, and you eventually have a bunch of CBills. There we go. That's the analogy I'm looking for. Good hot tea. And finally, it's not like super cold anymore. You know, it's finally starting to melt. Today we had a really busy day at work. We had just like all emergencies during the snow. Now that the snow's starting to melt, everybody's coming in needing help with stuff. So, here we go. Let's do this. Oh, that's a big hill, isn't it? That's a lot of trees on a big hill. In the right region where the enemy was last detected. Move in and clear them out. And don't let them get away. Glad I'm not going down there on foot. Jungle at night. Yeah, that could be... So this is a really fucking big mountain. That's out of bounds. So we got enemy units down here, and we have support lance there. So now we have a lot of muscle. I don't want to be in this low ground here. That's going to give us a disadvantage. We've got what looks like maybe some sort of a mountain road thing up here, but that's not really going to be that useful. I think best thing to do is going to be to hit him from probably hit him from here. The vehicles can take the road over, and that gives us some cover. So we're just gonna do it more like that. There we go. There we go. Let's see what we run into. Hopefully they have some good stuff for me to take. Alright, so let's see what we have. I might need to actually find real clanners instead of trying to take stolen clan tech from...
Aye, aye.
So, light PPC, medium VSPL, some sort of variable pulse laser or something. It's another whammy lamb. What the hell? That's a whammy lamb. So we're going to want to splatter that thing. A Whitworth, that's not really... Not worried about that. Locust, not worried about that. Scimitar with the rotary 2 would be nice. Stinger, not worried about that. Firestar, large pulse. So we basically just got a bunch of crap is what happened. Alright, well that's a little bit... That's a little anticlimactic. Alright, well let's go ahead and do this.
What's up, boss?
This is going to be probably turn into a short range fight, which isn't necessarily bad for me. I got the 2 hunchbacks, they're going to brawl the crap out of things. And the Marauder's pretty brawly.
God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
I want you up here, because you got armor, and you can tank a hit. Just go stay in the forest. And Decker, I want to keep you a little further back. Let's keep you in the forest. Make you a little bit tricksy to hit.
Receiving you. Moving to position.
We can get some altitude with these guys because they'll have some height bonuses for shooting down this. The Shadowhawk Lamb looks really cool. I think it looks really cool.
Awaiting orders. Confirmed.
These guys are just gonna hang out.
Making a protected path. Orders.
We're gonna move them up and brace. Oh, cookies are done. Sweet. Yeah, I've got some friends staying with me, and they've all been pitching in. It's been great. One of them made chili tonight. Another one made cookies. So, and this is why I'm fat, because my friends love me too much, and they make good food. So I will be right back, and I'm gonna go grab cookies. So give me just like one moment here. I'm gonna run to the kitchen real fast. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. Cookie, cookie, cookie is for C. What is it, tiny dog? You want to hang out with me and not eat any of these cookies because they're for me? They are for me. Solomon made me cookies. He did not make you cookies. These cookies have chocolate chips, and chocolate is bad for tiny dogs. So you don't get any chocolate chip cookies. You can sit with me, but no, you're not getting any. These are my cookies. These are my cookies. Solomon made them for me. He did not make them for you. But I'll pet you. I'll pet you. All right. I am back, and I have cookies that are not for the tiny dog. They are not for tiny dog at all. They're not even a little bit for tiny dog. They're not even a little bit for tiny dog, no matter how much you wag your tail. All right, so let's see what else we got here. I mean, we have a massive firepower superiority, so this isn't going to go very well for them, but I'm not going to... I probably just need to farm up some money and move further north to find...
Ready for orders. Aye, aye.
Jump there. Boop.
I'm listening. Affirmative.
I'm not looking forward to whatever bombs that guy has.
Standing by.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put...
On my way.
I'm going to put you here, because I might switch down and jump that Warhammer Lamb that they have.
Duncan Fisher here.
Hello, Duncan Fisher here. Let's have you jump this way. Boink. I like Duncan Fisher. He's cool. I like... Commander. Alright, Magpie. You're gonna...
Heading out. Mm-hmm.
These are really good cookies.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Why drink and drive when you can smoke and
Boink.
fly?
Alright, so let's see what we got. I would like to take out this lamb before he drops a bunch of stuff on me. Hey Mitchell, how are you doing? Well, that didn't hurt that bad. Alright, so
Yes, Commander.
I would like to make sure I can sensor lock all of these guys. So I'm going to move up here. Actually, I can... Anywhere I go is going to be in line of sight. So we're going to go here.
Affirmative.
Those are okay to hit, but they're not great. So what we're going to do is we're going to ooh. It didn't affect that.
Now who's down for having all the armor?
That might not have helped that much. What is it, Tiny Dog? Are you changing your mind because I'm not giving you any cookies? That's too bad. You're the one who followed me in here. You're the one who followed me in here. So go lay down. Solomon's not going to give you cookies either, because he's going to eat his cookies. Here, go lay down. Come on, go. I knew I forgot to get something when I went to the grocery store. I need popcorn, too. How's that thing going? 200,000. Alright. My project's going okay. I'm trying to synchronize 3 million files, and it's being difficult. It keeps locking up before I even reach 500,000. I'm trying to figure out why. That's being annoying. Decker. I could do Decker, or I could do...
Commander.
I could just zip on down here,
Moving out.
and I'm going to blast the shit out of you. That's not bad.
Firing all weapons.
Alright, well that got some hits. Especially the PPC.
Waiting for orders. Got it.
Alright, Decker. Haha, you guys thought I was going the other way, weren't you? That's not good for you.
On that one.
That's not good for you. Yeah. Can't rush lambs in like that. They're squishy. Gotta be careful with them.
Leaving you.
Here you go. Get some of this.
Here you go.
Well,
Took him down. All out of long-range missiles.
he went down pretty hard, too. Hi, tiny dog. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. I squish you. I squish you. Alright, so. Lamb's taken care. Who are we gonna get next?
Standing by.
I don't really. Oh, I can. Yeah, I can. I don't want to shoot over my dudes. What's this blue flame? Not really sure what that is. There's a little quad mech. Didn't move very fast. This Whitworth also didn't move very fast. I just walk up here and just smush them.
Heading out.
Alright, well this is gonna suck for you.
On it.
See, that's a good dog. Don't stick your head in the stool, that's bad. Just sit there and I'll pet you. I don't want you getting your face stuck in anything, though. Nope, don't want you getting your face stuck in anything. No, I don't. He's gonna wait. And she's gonna wait. Hi. Squish. Okay.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Alright, this guy is a crazy son of a bitch. Who do I want to run up on? I draw right up here. And go right there. I don't like going fast, it's scary. Okay. Okay, this guy. I could go for that Whitworth. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go for the Whitworth. Just swoop on down. Go nice and fast. So I think with lambs, you want to use them kind of like strafing runs. Yeah, look at that. We're just gonna unload everything onto him. And then shooting from the side is nice because you're focusing your damage on one side.
Yes, Commander.
Alright. Now you can't get a clear shot off at him, can you? I'd like to get the girl in range. It'd be 31s to hit. 34s to hit. Alright, we're just gonna do that.
Affirmative.
Oh my god, I keep using the wrong ammo because I'm so stupid.
Standing by. Move orders.
Alright. I need to make like a sticky note. Use the right ammo, dumbass. I'm a little bit nervous about shooting past this. I've got this hunchback here in the way, kinda. Yeah, that's what I gotta do. I'm not gonna fire the rockets. I guess I could fire, just make sure I blow this guy up. Hopefully I don't hit my dude. Alright, here we go. We're gonna go for it.
Full complement on enemy.
Alright, so that...
40. I'm out of SRN.
And we didn't hit our own guy. Alright, and he ejected or blew up. Alright. That was a little bit tricksy, wasn't it? Hey, Vorgath. Go take your weather home.
Yes, boss.
We don't want it anymore. We got 19s, 46s, and 30s. Well, I guess we're going to go for the 46s. There you go.
Firing the full salvo.
That worked out pretty well, didn't it?
On the clock. What do you want?
Alright, so, Mr. Roberts. I can just walk right here and be out of all of the trouble.
All right, let's get down to it.
There we go. I think you look like a good target. Oh, we got him with both the PPCs. Nice.
Well, we need to salvage anyway.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Alright, Magpie. Let's get you out of cover. We're just going to shoot whatever's the easiest to hit. 16s, 11s, 18s. I guess that's what we're shooting at. Alright.
On the trigger.
Mm-hmm. A lot of AMS, wasn't it?
Awaiting orders.
Nobody's in range. Alright.
Keeping my heat low.
Just wait on that. Duncan Fisher.
Here.
There you go. Go get this. I'll use the bolt-on rockets also. Why not?
Lighting them up.
That's gotta hurt him pretty good.
Something just went boom.
Something did just go boom. Alright, what are you noobs gonna do now? Look at that locust trying to be sneaky going around the side. Alright. Who do we got? You.
Let's do this.
Oh, you got a shot at the locust. No, it's a blue flame. Honestly, blue flame. Take him out. That can't be good for you.
Some heavy damage.
I'm surprised he hasn't fallen over yet.
Commander,
Alright. From one light mech to another,
copy that.
we are going to say, no, I don't want you flanking me. I'm gonna use the bolt-on rockets, and let's get you. Well, that's going to slow you down.
Taking a critical hit.
And did take a critical
No
hit.
short-range missiles remaining.
I'm not sure what happened to it. I took your arm out. Okay. Well, you can't hit anything, can you?
Yes, Commander.
Alright, so she can't see anything. Well, she can see this guy. 33s, that's not awful.
Targeting for an alpha strike.
And we got a couple hits.
Take that.
Alright, what do we...
Ready for orders.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go take this locust out.
On it.
Oh yeah, that's gonna... I probably don't need to fire all the rockets. But I also want to make sure you go down. There we go.
Tango down. I'm out of SRM.
That solved that problem.
Standing by.
So we got our lamb. Go finish this guy off. Or at least hit him. Alright. I'm not going to fire the ERPPC because I want to cool off. We're just going to hit you a lot. Hopefully.
Engaging target. Reporting critical hit.
There we go.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want? You're asking a lot of an okay.
Just get him on up there. Go armor piercing. Yeah, here we go.
Buttons and you can't stop me.
It should
I
fall.
broke him like my hip.
I broke him like my hip. Bunk. Alright.
Ready for orders.
Decker.
Going full throttle.
Let's go up here. Let's go nail you. Kind of. It's got a light engine, which I don't care that much about. double heatsink kit. Wouldn't mind that. If I hit his other side torso, that'd take out his engine. Preserve the heatsink kit. There we go. Hopefully I keep the double heatsink kit as potential salvage.
Waiting for order. On the move.
We're gonna just sort of chill out a little bit. I'm gonna cool off on the lasers. We're just gonna go fire these Gauss rifles.
That is something cool.
And it did. Made him easier to hit too because it destabilized him.
Yeah. Affirmative.
Alright, let's... 34s. 2, that's garbage. Here we go, get some.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right. I think we give them what for.
We did give him what for. Alright, so no more Stinger.
Ready for orders. Acknowledged.
Alright, so I've got swarm missiles, which I could fire at these guys and hit them both. Or I'm going to go ahead and fire the swarm missiles and actually let them swarm.
Got a good angle on him, Commander.
Which they didn't really swarm very well, did they? Oh well. Hooray for AMS. Oh.
Good to go.
Alright, so these guys are all far away. Let's start just start moving closer.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
I'm gonna jump up here and get a flanking shot, but I don't know if that's even if that's even worth it.
Drink and drive won't be smoke and fly.
We're probably gonna miss, but well, we hit him. Holy crap, we hit him on a 3%. Fuck yeah.
Duncan Fisher here.
Two 2.8, 8.1, 21. Alright, get him. What is it, tiny dog? Hi, tiny dog. You want to go back in the kitchen now? Is that what you want? You want to go in the kitchen? Alright. Hold on one moment, guys. Alright, go to the kitchen. Okay. Okay. Let me check this misbehaving thing real quick. Why is that? Okay, let's try this again. Alright, so.
Right here.
If I were to fire on him, that's not very good to hit. If I were to, I don't really want to get. I get out of the woods and get a more clear shot.
Guess I'll give it to him then.
Well, that got some hits.
Oh, you're gonna get some now.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Alright, what are you guys gonna do? Well, that hit me.
Yeah.
So you're already in fire.
Yep.
Let's just get out of the fire. 16, 18. There you go. Start whittling away at that armor. Those guys deserve. So so I can get them in closer.
Aye, aye.
Standing by. Affirmative.
Alright. And we want to do standard lerms. Thank you.
Target confirmed.
There we go. That's a lot better, wasn't it? That wasn't so bad. You didn't hit shit. Uh-oh, what happened there? The assassin. That's interesting. So an assassin that I'm not sure where you're at. You shut down. I think you shut down. Alright, well... I don't really want to be near any of that. Let's...
Confirmed.
Alright, so there's the scimitar. So the fire starter... And I get a lot of information out of him. I wonder why Decker always gets good scans. That's good to hits too. Scimitar... Fire starter. Assassin is shut down. Like if I was just gonna go center torso. Your medium laser, bright bloom, whatever that is, MML 5s. I think we're gonna go for the fire start, just try to nail him hard. There you go.
All weapons are go. Give them everything you've got.
There we go. That did good.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, so... Yeah, I'll do this. I'll go hit the fire starter. I mean, that's actually not great to hit, actually. No reason to use the PPC.
We'll go.
A little bit hits.
Receiving you. Standing by.
Let's just start running. And that's not bad.
Engaging with target.
Oh, did we get your leg? We got part of your leg.
Reporting.
That was a good hit.
Aye, aye.
I'm gonna keep out of the woods.
Roger that.
That way I don't have to worry about... What is that? That's infantry. Well, that's sort of a pain in the ass, isn't it? The fire starter B. We hit the shit out of the fire starter. Infantry is going to be annoying. 29s. That assassin has some sort of stealth armor also. Battle armor rockets. But this will really hit this guy pretty good. I have other people who can hit him. Let's go for your leg.
Firing on target.
That didn't really do that much, did it? Not really.
Receiving you. Got it.
It's okay. We're gonna.
Firing on target.
Yeah, one hit. Alright, that's a start.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Oh, there's some fire. That probably wasn't the best idea. Or piercing or tracer. Doesn't make that much of a difference. Tracer.
But listen, you can't stop me.
Duncan Fisher here.
Could we call up Canada and have someone tell Vorgat to send his moose down here and take the weather back?
How you doing, Mitchell?
Supposing, oh, not too bad. It's like all that business went through with that ice storm and like that over the weekend, and now here, oh, we're gonna have a bomb cyclone this following weekend. We're gonna get
Lighting 'em up.
6 inches of snow.
Yeah,
Oh,
finally
joy.
things are starting to chill out here, so it hasn't been that awful.
And on top of the snow from Saturday on through Tuesday next week, it's going to get down in the low teens every night.
Well,
Commander,
just what it is.
I guess we were due for a bad winter
confirmed.
for once. It's because we've had several years of decent winters here.
Yeah. Of course
Taking minimal damage.
I missed the enemy and hit my own teammate. Good job. That's why you don't let
Right here.
idiots wear battle armor. See if we can take his leg out. There we
At
go.
least the good news is didn't have to touch any of the emergency provisions I had, like the kerosene or propane or anything like that, because we lucked out at the last minute and didn't get any ice. So
Well, there you go.
maybe other than going to the grocery store and maybe stocking back up on just a few small items, and also to go there and laugh at the idiots doing panic buying for the second week in a row.
Yeah.
Won't really have to do anything.
And see, that's not so bad. I could try to nail you like that. Let's try that.
Okay. Throttle up.
Let's just get this guy zipped on in there. We're gonna probably overheat ourselves. Oh, look at that. Beautiful to hits. Going for your leg. And Aloha snack bar. Oh.
Gold time.
Bonk. Oh, he fell down. That's good. Yeah, today we were super busy. Just the internet's been really dodgy, but you know, for the most part, everything else has been fine. And we've just been really busy at the office. You know, now that we finally had some decent weather and people start bringing their stuff in.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Alright. I really want to hit... Where'd that assassin go? Did he blow up? Did I take out the assassin? Component explosion, fire into life support. I might have... oh, engine destroy. Shit, I took it out. Well, hell yeah. Well, that's pretty good. I could blast the fire starter. What do you have here in this torso? Is that that's just your right torso. Screw it, let's just take out your torso.
I'm legally obligated to
Oh, he's down.
What say we take it to him?
Commander?
Alright, Decker, you crazy son of a bitch. Where are you gonna go?
Roger that.
24. Oh, 24 it is. What's my resolve at? I don't know.
Target acquired.
Yeah, I just want to finish this data project. I just want this data to finish syncing so I can get on with all the rest of the work that I needed to do. I had all this stuff that I wasn't expecting to have to... I had this project that I wasn't expecting to have to do, and then all of a sudden I had to do it. Surprise!
Moving.
Because nobody bothered planning ahead. And so now I've got to go clean up the mess. 25%? Alright.
Lock in target.
I know that feeling about having to clean up somebody else's mess there.
Yeah. And they had 3 months to bring the computer to me, and they didn't bring it to me until in the middle of the blizzard, when it was an emergency.
What's the old saying? Lack of prior planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part.
Yeah. That is exactly what the saying is. Hello there, we are going to turn all those off. We're just going to hit you with my anti-personnel Gauss rifles. Have some and you know what, we're going to vigilance also, just to make myself more resilient. Get some. Well, that didn't feel very good, did it?
I hit something good.
You did hit something good. I bet they didn't like that at all. Yep. Now they're trying to shoot back at me, but they're missing. I really wanted to play UAD tonight, but I'm too tired to think clearly.
Awaiting orders.
Yeah, I've tried watching some of Stealth Stew videos that he's put out playing that Netherlands campaign.
How's that working out?
Well, he's actually doing fairly good as far as the campaign, but I almost have to skip over the part where he's designing ships because the way he tries to design ships, even though he's played the game for years, just drives me nuts.
Have I broken everybody? If you're not fighting unfair, you're not trying hard enough. Alright, where are you gonna... You need to... You just need to run and start getting closer.
Standing by.
Alright. Lamia, we are going to... We're going to zip on up really fast, and we're going to take out these infantry. Because flying units are great for infantry because they can't swarm me. And get some.
Taking the top.
Alright, there we go. No more infantry.
Commander.
And that's about all I have to say about that. I guess we're just gonna
Confirmed.
start walking on up and hitting whatever I can hit. There we go, that's a good enough shot.
Copy that.
I would like to take out that rotary too, because I don't think you really need it.
Waiting for order.
That's not going to really make much of a difference, is it? Alright, so we'll just...
Acknowledge.
These forests are not great for me to be in. Oh, I should have gone around the other way. Alright, well...
Target acquired.
That didn't hit very hard, did it?
Duncan Fisher here.
14... Oh, I hit a little bit. That wasn't so bad.
Just when I needed the fire. Empty.
Alright.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
I think I can get around this way. Yeah, I think we're going to have to go around this way.
Oh,
I don't like going past. It's scary.
Yes, Commander.
Self just gets these weird ideas that he tries to put into practice there. Like, he started getting convoy missions
Mm-hmm.
and attacking like transports with like a battle cruiser with like 16-inch guns and saying, oh, it's taking too long to knock these out because my HE has too much pin. So what does he do? He switches to incendiary shells for the main 16-inch guns. And I'm like, have you lost your mind?
Excellent. My mech could use a rest.
Yeah, that's
I mean-
going to work great against transports, but
I mean, ideally, you shouldn't be using 16-inch guns against transports. That's what your secondaries are for.
well, that's the problem. Him trying to make a certain hull work with 16-inch guns, he didn't have room to put any secondaries.
Yeah,
None.
he's not a follower of Saint 2.9, obviously.
No. Let's put it this way, where you tried with some of your patrol ships, like getting the one barbette to kind of levitate off the edge of the superstructure on the front. Your designs look like the most sane thing in the world compared to some of the stuff he's trying.
Say that again.
I'm listening.
My
You know,
what?
you know where you found that one trick on like do it starting off like an 1890 campaign with like the little bathtub cruisers,
Right.
figuring out how on the front you could get that one turret to kind of like
Yeah.
hang off the edge of the superstructure, like almost be
I mean,
levitating.
mostly I do that just to make Lorenzo explode. But it also just looks
That's
so cool.
that's the height of sanity compared to some of the stuff I've been watching Stealth try to pull.
Well, I mean, I've seen Stealth build some pretty crazy shit.
Aye, aye.
Yeah.
There's ones where he got into the into some of the mod files. Oh, there's some infantry down there. Look at that. Some sneaky infantry. Well, that'll be a problem for my lambs. And he made this. Hey, TJ. So Stealth modified this file to make the battleship just about as wide as it was long, and he had this like floating circle, and that was pretty funny.
Yeah, I remember that one. I forget what was it. He mounted, I think, like either just hundreds of like secondary guns on it,
Yeah.
or like hundreds of torpedo. He also tried it one time, just loading hundreds of torpedo tubes on it.
There we go. So this is going to... So we're just going to go fire a whole bunch of...
Firing. Reporting. Critical hit.
Okay, well that rifle squad's not going to appreciate that. You're not going to ever get close enough to shoot anytime soon.
Digging in.
And you're not going to be close enough to shoot anytime soon, so you guys just got to chill out.
Aye, aye.
Alright, so...
Moving to position.
Little Raven, just find me... There we go, Scimitar. There we go. Yeah, I've been just kind of taking it easy for a bit. I've got, a lot of work going on, and I'm not sure how much I want to comment on the stupidity of the world, because most of what I have to say would probably just irritate people.
Although the one thing about
Locking in coordinates.
one woman trying to cast spells,
I mean, look, don't knock it till you try it, I guess.
yeah. When she come up and said, "Oh, did you know that the British actually used witchcraft to keep Germany from invading Britain during World War II?" I'm like, lady, Bed Knobs and Broomsticks was a Disney children's movie, not a World War II documentary.
Well, my suspicion is that we tried all kinds of shit to,
Yeah.
like the CIA thing, the men who stare at goats. I'm sure we tried all kinds of stupid shit. So I'm not gonna... Poof,
Oh, yeah,
no more
I've seen-
scimitar.
Yeah, I know. I've seen some of the
Yes, Commander.
stuff over the years where some of the weirder ideas that people came up with during World War II, to where, the War Department looked at it and said, well, there might be something to this, so
You might as well give
let's
it a
at
try.
least research it. Yeah. like tying incendiary bombs to bats and then having bombers fly over Japan or release the bats to where, because all the houses and everything were made out of wood, and the bats would go and roost under the eaves, and then the little timers would go off on incendiary bombs. It's like,
Might as well.
yeah. And like the pigeon guided bombs where they taught the pigeon
Go to critical hit.
peck at the image of the ship or feed it to where, and then put the pigeon inside like a missile to where have TV cameras start playing image of the ship, and the pigeon would be keep pecking at the image of the ship where it'd make the missile guide into the target.
Oh yeah, I mean we did all kinds of shit that that PETA would really be mad about. But I mean,
You know, I'm thinking, but to me, that particular woman was claiming she was able to cast spells on a certain agency. I'm like, lady, if you were actually able to do that, I don't think you'd be letting on and telling anybody that it actually worked.
yeah, I mean I would keep my mouth shut if I were her. Is that why reveal your secret weapon? 16%, 25%. Hello, Mobile HQ. Pew pew. Nope, we didn't hit. Oh, we did hit something. Shit. We hit the mobile. 1 out of 2 shots. Nice.
Ah,
But,
God,
you know,
was
I did
sleeping.
like
What do you want?
one guy mailed that video. Oh, so that's ISIS new plan. They're going to get Angela Lansbury to cast substitutionary locomotion on all the illegals and make them self-march themselves down to the southern border.
I mean,
You're asking a lot of an old guy.
here's the. I'd like to shoot the machine gun array at you. There's not. We don't know how it's. There's not really a lot there. So what am I? The fire starter or the mobile HQ? Probably the fire starter. Well, I guess we'll shoot the mobile HQ. That's got the best to hits. The way I see it is. The way I see it is this.
I can't believe I missed.
The bigger problem is that we're all fighting over all these symptoms of a failing country, and everybody's getting mad at a lot of different things, and and they have legitimate reasons to be mad at the various different things that they're mad at. But you are not in a good position to hit much of anything, sir. I guess I can just start, and so whenever you have groups, whenever you have limited resources and groups are fighting over the limited resources, things are going to get bad. And whenever you have people who feel they don't have representation, both the Democrats and the Republicans feel they don't have representation because, the Democrat politicians pretend to represent the poor while they really do whatever the donors want, and the Republican politicians pretend to represent the middle class while they really just do whatever the donors want. And so, the reality is nobody really has representation. Hello, Mobile HQ. And, and and the winning side is giving out goodies to their donors and screwing the other side. You're going to get a lot of bickering. And at the end of the day, we're really just all getting screwed by the same bunch of fat cats, but they don't really want us to realize that. I don't have a good spot for you to go. That's not.
Oh well, yeah. I wasn't even going to get into that. It was just the one woman claiming she was a witch and saying she was casting spells. I'm like,
well, I mean, if you're a witch, what else are
that
you
was
supposed
just-
to do? I mean, I would.
Yeah, it was. That was just so off the wall that I would just. Yeah, come on, lady.
Well, I mean, I don't personally think it's going to work, but maybe it will. That's bad to hit, isn't it? It's also bad to hit.
Yeah.
Maybe I
well,
can go.
what was funny about it was where I posted that, in general, and told about, what timestamp they go to what you're talking about it. And I made the reference about the movie Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. And
Right.
Vicious came in there and said, "Jesus Christ, you're old."
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Yeah.
Let's go get this fire starter.
I'm out of LRM.
Well, that sort of sucks for him, doesn't it? Alright, so you, Chicky Babe, I think we are going to have you land. And I want you to walk right up here behind this guy. That's not really... .8, that's not really great. Are you guys like really stealthy or something? Maybe they're just really stealthy.
I'm about tempted to make a trip up to Tractor Supply tomorrow, just for no other reason, just to watch all the panic buyers clean out all the kerosene and propane once again.
Even though the worst is past us now?
Yeah.
Hello, Mobile
There's
HQ.
somebody that always misses out on the first panic buy, so I know there will be plenty more still going to be looking for it. You mentioned that magical 4-letter word, snow, and people lose their minds.
Well, I mean, a lot of people just don't know how to deal with shit. How am I gonna get... I guess I'm just gonna... These guys are so just out of position trying to get around. Oh, hey, the tornado guys, they couldn't get out of the fire and they died. Fantastical. Alright, well, one less set of bad guys. Let's actually have you run. $14s. 23. Let's get there. You go. Have some mobile HQ. Not really sure what the mobile HQ does, other than just get shot at. Oh. Yeah, Oregon's fucked up. Yep.
Yeah, I remember last winter I was in the Navy out there at the Bangor submarine base out there in Washington State, up there on the Hood Canal, up just a little bit north of Bremerton. And we got hit with like a bomb cyclone, for a snowstorm.
Right.
It snowed so deep. When next morning I went out to the park, they shut the base down for as far as just normal work, not the actual guys down on the boats, but anybody normal working in the shops down there.
Right.
They literally had the base shut down for 3 days because at the time I had an 87 Subaru GL wagon.
Mm-hmm.
When I went out the next morning, it was buried. It snowed so deep it was buried up to the windows. It was 3 days before I was able to dig it out enough to get that car.
Oh no.
Let's put it this way, when I walked up to it, I could have just turned around and sat down on the roof. That was how deep it was buried.
That's great.
I'm gonna press all the
I
buttons
guess I'm
and
not
you
going to
can't
work for a
stop
couple
me.
days.
I broke him like my hip.
I broke him like my hip. It doesn't have anything to shoot at. Oh, I can walk up here and shoot something. Alright. There we go. What can I shoot at? That's not bad. Alright, take the shot. Oh, we got him. Nice. Okay. Yeah, no, just a lot of crazy shit going down. No, that's not going to work out. No, I don't want to do first aid. I want to jump. I want to jump out of all this fire. Like, the whole jungle's on fire. Which probably is not very, very good. Here we go. Let's... Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have gone to... mech mode. That's okay. We're just gonna blast you in the back. Alright, there we go. He's done. Bunk. Alright, well, not the salvage I was looking for, but it's the salvage we got, so that's okay. Maybe we'll find better loot tomorrow night. Now, mostly I just wanted to game a little bit, forget about the world for a little bit. Be sad about my project that's causing problems. Hold on a minute here. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need to get more money next time. So what's this thing do? It's low signature, blue flame. I don't. Mobile HQ, company coordinator, 10% company resolve, stacks up to 3 times. Okay, that's not bad. Skilled sensor operator. Alright, that's not bad. Scimitar. Got a rotary too, which is kind of cool. The whammy lamb. Bomb explosion, large pulse laser. Light PPC. I mean, that's not awful for a long-range gun. Tag, weapons bay. I probably ought to grab a weapons bay just because there's any type of bay ammo. Yeah, so let me grab a weapons bay. Here's Artemis. And Artemis is kind of okay. Endocomposite. Gyro defense. That's worth it. Lamb booster. Omnipod lower arm. Yeah. Hellfire missiles. Let's see here. 20 shots fired with these. 10 damage dealt with these ammo. 2 stability. 20 shots fired with this ammo. Missile has 2 hit points. Missile ammo 20 shots. Maybe. PPC capacitor. Plus 25 damage, plus 15 heat. That's kind of cool. That'd be kind of useful for light PPCs. 1 per weapon. Yeah, well, I'll grab one of those. I don't know if I care so much about the... These things have long range. Maybe I'll grab one of those. Lamb turbines. I've got that. Adds unique upgrade. Double heat sinks. I don't know if it's worth taking light PPCs. I mean, they're small. They have a long range. Might be worth it. Heat's only 15. It's not awful. So I can grab light PPCs, or I could grab... I grab an Artemis 4, which... I don't know if I care that much about that, because I'm firing indirect too much. Double heat sinks would be useful. Lamb booster pack. Lamb turbine. Light ferro. Honestly, regular double heat sinks aren't that big a deal. I mean, they kind of are. I should probably take them. I have 7 already, but these are light PPCs. I'm gonna grab the light PPCs. We'll do that. All right, that's good enough. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to bed because I'm super tired, and I'll check out, what did you post in general, Turpits? Give me just a moment. I'll check it out after the stream, probably. So, yeah, I'm starting to run out of gas pretty quick. I hope everybody had a good time tonight. Our little escape from reality. It's always good just to take a little bit of time away from all the mess, and let's go fix all this up, just so you can kind of get back your energy to jump back into the next day. Let's go save the game. All right.
I've got an idea. Maybe we can get the witch lady to cast a spell to send all the snow back up to Vorgath.
That'd be kind of funny. Let's see what Turpis posted in general. New Oregon bill calls for data on school absences. I mean, that'll probably pass just because, nobody gives a shit about kids. I mean, if you're under 18, your opinion literally doesn't matter. And so you better hope that your parents love you. I wouldn't want schools gathering info on my kids because I don't trust how they're going to use it. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I guess it's not your fault for living in Oregon because you're a kid, so at least you don't have to bear the responsibility of the decisions of your folks. But all I can say is being a kid sucks, and you want to get past being a kid as quickly as you can so that you can get on to being an adult, which also sucks, but at least you get to make your own decisions for the most part. So, just hang in there, TJ. You'll get through it. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna get some sleep, and I will see everybody tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll have some energy. I've got so much work stacking up at the office because everybody came in after the weather started clearing up. What's your question, TJ? So I don't know what time I'm going to stream tomorrow, and I may just pass out after work again. How close is Fort Sills? Fort Sills to Norman, it's pretty close because Fort Sills is down in Altus or Lawton. I think it's Lawton, right? Let's do a little googling. So Fort Sill is in Lawton. So we go to Google Maps and we do a here's Norman, Oklahoma, and Fort Sill, Oklahoma. It's hour and 17 minutes. So there you go. Why, you thinking of going to Fort Sill, or it's I had my college girlfriend's little brother, I think, was stationed at Fort Sill for a little bit. So but yeah, so it's not so bad. Yeah, no, I mean, if you end up getting stationed at Fort Sill, you are more than welcome to come hang out. I mean, here's the thing. As long as people behave themselves, you guys are welcome to come attend our private or our public events. If you go to normancomputers.com and you click on our event schedule, you're welcome to hang out. The only rule is whatever bullshit you have, you got to leave it outside, because we welcome everybody, regardless of their opinions. As long as everybody behaves, we are happy to have them. So yeah, no, you're more than welcome to come hang out. But first you got to get through high school. You got to survive that, and then you got to decide what you're going to do. So if you end up joining the Army, or Navy or Chair Force, whatever you decide to do. Personally, if I were going in, I would probably join the Chair Force. When I was hoping to get into Chair Force Space Command, but I have bad knees, and they didn't want a fat kid with bad knees, so I did not end up doing Chair Force Space Command. Which I guess nowadays would be Space Force. Yeah, no, I mean, if you're in the area, you're welcome to swing by the office during our business hours, and we'll hang out. I've already, a lot of the people who watch the stream are actually already customers of mine or friends of mine, people that I know. And I've met a few people along the way too, and it's been pretty cool. And it's one of the nice things about having a small channel that's not that popular is because we can kind of chill and hang out. And if I were to become some big big name like PewDiePie or whoever the fuck else is out there that's big, then that would probably be very complicated. I mean, just imagine all the crazies that the Mighty Jingles has to deal with when he travels anywhere. So, but nice thing about being a small gaming channel is we get to hang out, and I'm gonna try to share more thoughts about the world going forward. The world's getting pretty crazy, and I'm going to try and explain root causes of why things are what they are. And I'm going to try and do it as unpolitically as possible. I know that everything's politicized right now. And, because I don't have a side per se, in the whole like left versus right thing. I don't really have a side. I'm on America, I'm on Team American People's side, but Team American People is often very different from Team American Government, right? As I was explaining to a foreigner, I was dealing with a foreign gentleman in New York City the other day, and I was explaining to him that foreigners should never underestimate the stupidity and corruption of American politicians. And once you understand that, a lot of the really dumb decisions they make suddenly make sense. Like whatever the fuck we're about to do in Iran, we don't need to be going into Iran. Iran just killed off like 30,000 of its citizens because we riled them up into some, half-assed revolution where we didn't even arm them. And then we probably got a bunch of people killed. Does the Iranian government suck? Yeah, it probably sucks a whole lot. Is it our business? Well, maybe a little bit, but we should clean up our mess at home before we start, hunting for foreign adventures, right, abroad. We don't want to get into all that. And there's a lot of disharmony going on here at home that we should probably solve. And not to get all preachy, when I talk to my friends both on the left and the right, they don't realize it, but they all want basically the same thing. They want a better life for themselves. They want a higher standard of living. They want the government out of their ass. And, how they want to go about doing it's a little bit different, but everybody's fighting over the details and ignoring the big picture. So I'm going to try and start talking more about kind of broad big picture stuff, and hopefully that doesn't get my house burnt down, because I sure would hate to have to Second Amendment some motherfucker. But there's a lot of crazy shit going on. Would I join the army right now? Probably not, but I'm also old and fat and have bad knees. So, in your situation, if you're young and have nothing better to do and you want some opportunity, you can get some opportunity out of the military. Just make sure you go in open-eyed and talk to people who've been in the military. Talk to Mitchell about it. Talk to other people that you know about it. And make sure you make an informed decision. Because I think one of the big problems is a lot of people make life-changing choices without knowing the full information about what they're getting into. And then they're sad afterwards, or they feel, upset, betrayed, whatever. And, but, if people want to just start doing more like casual hangouts where we can talk about stuff, I'm totally down with doing that. I was talking to this kid today at the office. We just built him a laptop. His MacBook died. His keyboard died. It was going to be more expensive to fix than it was worth doing. And so I built him a refurbished laptop. He's a political science major. He's going to be a lobbyist. He wants to be a lobbyist. And I'm like,
Oh dear God.
yeah, I talked to him. I was talking to him about it. He's like, look, I know the whole government's fucked, so I'm going to go in, I'm going to make my money, and I'm going to leave. And I'm like, all right, at least you know what you're getting into. And
Yeah, at least he's being honest about it.
yeah, he's going to, he said he's going to advocate for something that doesn't really make a difference one way or the other. That way he won't feel bad. He doesn't want to, so he'll advocate for something minor and make some money, advocating for minor things that don't really matter, that, where the corruption won't matter. He's going to make his money, he's going to fucking leave. And I'm like, right on. I mean,
Subsidies for free-range goat farmers.
Man, so much fucking money gets wasted. I tell you what, I should have started up my own Leering Center. I am insulted that a bunch of 60 IQ motherfuckers figured out how to rip off the government better than I did. You know, because my inner anarchist is really proud of the Somalis for pulling that off. I mean, you know, we blew up their country, and then we're dumb enough to bring them over here after we blew up their country, so they probably already didn't like us that much, and then they just ripped off the government. So honestly, I'm kind of proud of them. And I know my conservative friends may not like that too much, and, you know, but, you know, one of the things that we shouldn't be blowing up people's countries and then bringing them over here after we just blew them up, because they're probably pissed off at us. And then we wonder why they steal our shit.
Yep. What's the old saying? Payback's a bitch.
Payback's a bitch. So, you know, maybe I'll. I was kind of looking into some of this AI stuff. They have technology where you can live stream and it'll change your face into whatever you want. So I was thinking of live streaming as like a 3D AI rendered orc. But to do it properly for like unlimited amounts, it cost me like $2,000 a month, and I'm like, fuck that. I'll just do a little hand-drawn still image of an orc. No, I mean, there's a lot of interesting stuff to talk about if people want to have mature conversations about it. And it's like the dude that just got shot by ICE, or I guess it was actually Customs and Border Patrol that shot him. You know, it's looking like he had a SIG P320, and, you know, if we ignore everything else that was going on, right? I mean, if you're going to get into a fight with law enforcement, you know what you're getting into, right? And just like law enforcement, if they're going to go do stuff at these protests and riots, they know what they're getting into also, right? Both sides, it's kind of like a gladiatorial event, right? It's kind of like a sporting event, you know, with weapons. I mean, both sides know what they're getting into. So I don't feel sorry for either side. But if you're going to go into a situation like that, maybe having a SIG P320 was the wrong choice of weapon. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you know.
I kept track of that whole controversy after that airman out at the ICBM base in Montana.
Yeah, the guy who like threw his kit on the table and it went off and killed him.
Yeah, but as soon as they said he was carrying a SIG 320, my mind immediately went to. Because I saw the video where first you hear one shot, and then all the agents back up, and then they lit the guy up. As soon as they said it was a SIG P320 carried, I said, let me guess. The damn thing went off on its own, and the agents thought he was actually got his hands on it.
So what's
and they backed up, and their immediate response was they backed up and lit him up.
Yeah, what looks like happened was the one agent disarmed him, and while the agent was disarming him and had control of the weapon misfired on its own, as SIG P320s tend to do every now and then the other agents who probably didn't quite realize what was going on, you know, and shot him. And it looks like this guy had been at other protests, so they already knew who he was, and they probably already had it in for the guy. And the guy probably already had it in for the ICE agents because he was part of that, you know, that signal group, right? And look, I'm not going to blame any of the protesters for being part of an organized, you know, signal group to do what they believe in. Just by the way, according to friends of mine who are in a position to know, Signal's probably compromised. Like any of the American tech platforms that say they're encrypted, probably has a government backdoor into it. So, like, NSA probably is listening in all of that shit. I don't know. I have no evidence, but you know how tech works. You know, as a computer store owner, as a computer company owner, there's this thing called a national security letter. And when the U.S. government gives you a national security letter saying it's part of the whole Patriot Act thing, When they say, hey, we need you to give us access to this, and you can't tell anybody, because if you tell anybody, or if you don't give them access to it, you go to prison for a really long time for, like, terrorisms and shit. So, it's... The government's probably been listening in on the signal chats long before... long before all this stuff's going on. This is why they tried grabbing the guy who owns Telegram under some bullshit rape charges, because they probably wanted to get some backdoor stuff on him, too. So, as much as it sucks, both sides kind of know what they're getting into. And if they don't know what they're getting into, then they're just ignorant. Both sides are going to get doxxed. Both sides are going to get into a big fight, and it sucks, right? The whole situation's awful. And, in a broader sense, I feel bad for the foreigners. I feel bad for the illegals. I mean, they're getting brought over here a lot of times under false promises. A lot of them don't even know they're coming over illegally. And they're just being used as as second-class citizens and serfs for the ruling elites. So, I mean, it's sort of a situation that just sucks all around for everybody. And all this fighting and whatnot, that's not going to really solve the problem. And I'm going to think about how we could solve it, but it's going to be, at the end of the day, people need to pay attention to the primaries and primary all these assholes. Primary all the Lindsey Grahams of the world and all the Chuck Schumers and all these motherfuckers. If you want to see change, because these guys are all establishment guys, and they're just going to keep doing the thing, and all this fighting back and forth in the streets is all just theater to keep us distracted from the real stuff that's going on, and that's basically the degradation of the American dollar, and the wealth transfer from the middle class to the elites. And they're trying to turn us from a land-owning society into a renter society. And that's the big thing that's going on. And, I know people get really riled up about all these other things, right? And it's important. These are important topics, but they're sideshows compared to the big stuff that's going on behind the scenes. Anyhow, I don't want to get riled up, otherwise I'll be up all night. But... everybody should become as self-reliant as possible, and make sure to take breaks. This is why I'm doing the streaming, because it's relaxing. I can take a break from the world, which is kind of awful a lot of times. And we gotta fix our shit, because there's not really any place to hide. If we let our country fall apart, then. I've traveled all over the world, and I love visiting other places, right? I love visiting other places. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Maybe Greece if I was, really rich. I mean, most places are really nice to live in if you're rich. Let's just be real. But, I've got a buddy in Portugal. He loves it there. He's also rich. He lives in a penthouse apartment on the ocean. He's having a great fucking time. I bet it would be awesome to live in Portugal if you're rich. It'd probably suck to be poor in Portugal, would be my guess. I mean, it sucks to be poor anywhere. So, anyway, good night, TJ. Good night, Mitchell. I hope everybody had a good time. Vorgath, take your fucking weather home. We don't want it anymore. I mean, I don't mind. I'm from New York, and it's not that bad. It was like 34 degrees today, so that wasn't that bad at all. And I mean, it never really got down below about 4 or 5 degrees, which, I mean, I think the coldest I've ever been with wind chill was like -40, and that fucking sucked. Like -40 or -60. I was in this polar vortex once in Casey, Illinois. My car got buried in 6 feet of snow, and I was stuck at a hotel with no electricity, and I was the only one who had, winter gear, because whenever I travel to New York for Christmas, I always bring winter gear just in case. And so there was no power. It was below zero, and with wind chill and everything, it was like -40 to -60. And so I ended up volunteering to hike over to the gas station that had a generator that still had food. So I'd go grab a bunch of stuff for the people at the hotel. And that was really fucking cold. Still a lot better than getting chased by a bear, but that's another story. So I will see everybody hopefully tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out, Mitchell, by the way. It's always a pleasure to have you
Okay.
around. Good night, guys.
Yep. Yep. Have a good night.
All right, bye-bye.